How's it going, everybody? This is going to be part 2 of the mega guide to the Old Man Logan trial. The latter half of this trial is actually easier than the first half, though there is some trickiness in that second hero skill node and in the final node, but we got some tips and tricks and a one-shot for the final node that should help you get through it. And if it does help you get through it, make sure you leave the video a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Just note, this is part 2. This is a straight continuation from part 1. We're still on difficulty 12. We are still enabling all the packs. I hope you enjoy the gameplay. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, heading into the Cabal Emma Frost Loki node, we do have some Cabal cooldowns now not available to us, but for the most part they're fine. What I'd like to do is I'd like to hide the Emma Frost. I don't care if Loki dies, we're not going to be using him on node 10. So our primary kill target is going to be Penny, but we need to control these other guys because Vol will absolutely brutalize people. We're going to start by doing the special to flip all these buffs. We targeted Penny to get a slow on her from the Iron Patriot assists. Sorry, we target Vol to get a slow on her from the Iron Patriot assists. And now I'm going to continue to do some damage here. Get rid of these taunts. Let's get slow on everybody from the Emma. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stun that Penny Parker. After that, we want to take out the Peter B. Parker. We'll secure the kill, never trust the bleeds, and we'll get rid of Pav next. We'll get a blind on the enemy Vol. We'll finish up Pav, finish what we started. And now let's get a slow on that Weaver with the assist from Iron Patriot. And we'll go for the kill on Weaver as well. We'll change our kill target now. We'll move on over to Ghost Spider. Get as much defense down as possible with our Iron Patriot. The reason we don't summon with Loki is because we don't want to give them speed bar when they kill the summons. Penny looks like she's actually about to survive, so I'm going to make sure that I take her out. We'll use the Namor special for that. Take out the Val at the same time for good measure. Let's work down this mighty Thor before she gets to take a turn. And now we'll take out the Thor. Just 2 Spider Society members left, and what we'd like to do here is make sure we have some cooldowns heading to that final node. So Gargantua is going to be 1 turn away. Iron Patriot has a special, but not his ultimate. We don't care about Loki. Leader has all his cooldowns available. That's amazing. And now we have everything up for Namor. That's great. So this is going to be a really good finish. I'll save that Emma special in case we decide to use her. And then we'll finish off the node. So not very difficult. You just got to make sure you're spreading those slows from your Iron Patriot. And you're nuking the kill targets. Once again, this is only possible because we are level 100 gear tier 18. If you're trying to get this done around level 90 gear tier 16, you're definitely going to have a hard time. Remember, levels 90 95, 20% stats. 95 to 100, another 20% stats. Next, we got the Cosmic Bio second node. This is going to be rampant with Heroes for Hire members, but because we used our Nova special early on the first node and we didn't waste it on the second one, we should be in a good position to get ahead of the enemies. To do so, you do need to have, obviously, your Nova characters feeding Nova the speed bar. Looks like Void Knight was unfortunately targeted by the Misty Knight. Photon, we're going to go ahead and throw the ultimate. As soon as we nuke this first wave, then the second waves, they kind of trickle in, and it's easy to take them out in time. Let's get a rewind on one of these things. We don't want to get hit by 2 of their stun traumas. And we'll use the Nova Force. Getting past these death proofs. And finally finishing the first wave. What I really like to do is get a slow on the outlier over there. So Reed Richards is on his own. We'll get a slow over there. We'll get defense down on as many new characters as possible. Looks like we got a lot of resist, unfortunately. So let's follow it up with the blind. And Nova will continue just to be hitting into these vulnerables. Alright, with a second Shang-Chi dropped in, he's going to be our main kill target. Again, we'll get a slow on him with the Korg Basic. We'll pull everybody in, but we're going to do it on top of the Invisible Woman. It's going to pull people in closer together, and also we definitely don't want her to use her barrier attacks. And obviously from here, we're not concerned for much. Again, this is a bigger team. That first Cosmic Bio node is much more difficult, and this node is basically a check to see if you had let too many people die to the apocalypse. The second hero skill node is not terribly difficult. It's just a giant efficiency sink with having two abominations with their pre-taunts and the Gamma members being as tanky as all hell. So what we want to do to make this a little bit easier is we're going to do another burn attack. We don't want to use super squishy enemies here, or allies here, but we do want them to be slow. We want them to die fairly quickly. We don't want to prep too much of the absorbing mans. In a perfect world, the two abominations will take turns, then the Brawn will take a turn. There's one abomination turn. There's another abomination turn. And there's the Brawn ultimate. That's the ability we wanted to get away from. We didn't want the immunity to be getting out there. So unfortunately with these absorbing mans doing their ultimate abilities, it does mean that they're going to be opening up with their specials, which will reapply their taunts. Now I could go in and do yet another burn attack and pull the exact same abilities I just did, but instead we're just going to go in there with Spider Society. Alright, heading into the second hero skill node after doing the burn attack, we're going to use our Spider Society. We no longer have to worry about the immunity from the Brawn. The only thing we need to worry about is these absorbing mans are going to be getting those taunts back up. Let's go ahead and get rid of one of these taunts. Let's go ahead and use the special here. We'll stun this absorbing man. Looks like he deflected it. That's fine. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a heal plus offense up. And now, because I know they're going to taunt, I'll put an ability block on this one. Looks like it was resisted. Because why not? But our main kill targets are going to be the Gamma members. We don't want to be taking out those absorbing mans because of the way the waves are going to spawn in if we do so. Some very unfortunate pingings from Pav doing a little bit too much damage there. Let's get rid of that taunt. Get back onto that Brawn as fast as possible. And now Peter will do a little bit of a cleanse, a little bit of a heal here. He's not going to cleanse the Ghost Spider, unfortunately, with that trauma stun. But we're going to get back on these abominations as quickly as possible. We're good to take out that Moonstone. Just do a stun here. And let's finish off these abominations. And now that those abominations are left, there's only 3 members remaining on the field. It's going to spawn in She-Hulk and the Green Hulks. So what we want to do as quickly as possible is get a stun on the She-Hulk and annihilate these Green Hulks. You do not want to have the Green Hulks alive when the Red Hulk drops in. If that Absorbing Man dies, it's actually going to be a problem for us. We want to hopefully not have that happen. I don't have the single target stun, so it is going to happen. Unless we don't target over there. So I guess we're not targeting over there. Because that Absorbing Man lived, the Red Hulk is not going to spawn yet, which lets me take out this Green Hulk. And now Kang and Red Hulk are going to spawn in. So you can see if there was a Green Hulk alive, that Red Hulk is going to spawn with Safeguard and Immunity, and you're just kind of screwed. So you just don't want to have that happen. I'm going to start targeting this Red Hulk at higher difficulties, or if your spider set he's actually smaller. I'm actually having a my team is too big problem right now. You should have been able to load up the She-Hulk with a bunch of debuffs, spread it to the Red Hulk and Kang, and then they die before they get to do anything. That's what we've been doing on the highest difficulties for some good efficiency points. Let's go ahead and make sure we take out this Red Hulk. And then there's nothing left but Kang, Titania, and Moonstone. This is the last time we're going to use any of these characters, so you can go ahead and hit auto and just get this done as quickly as possible. So heading into the final villains node, we're going to use the same team as last time. We're going to use our Cabal with Titania and Kang. Once again, we're only doing this to show how to get it done without Apocalypse, Skrull, Mephisto, that sort of thing. So this node is actually quite easy compared to the previous nodes, which is good because we're going to use it to build up some of our cooldowns. First thing I want to do is get a controlling debuff strip on this Kate. We just don't want her to blind us. We'll get some slows out there. And now I'm going to target the Kate and make sure she drops dead. Next, we'll use the Namor special. We will not be using the Gargantua this fight. We'll use the Kang ultimate. Once again, we are not using Gargantua. We need it for the next node. I'll take out the Kate next so we don't get any more nasty blinds on us. And go for the Captain Marvel, and finally we'll finish off with the Spider-Woman. So obviously this node is just a great way to prep your cooldowns heading into that final node, which can be a little tough. So let's go talk about that one. For Node 10, we're going to be going in to one-shot it with the following team. Black Knight, Leader, Namor, Iron Patriot, Cosmic Ghost Rider. You can replace Cosmic Ghost Rider with Emma. You can replace Cosmic Ghost Rider with Captain America if you just want to have more energy flying around. I like the Cosmic Ghost Rider because he does give me extra vulnerables, and he's got a stun on his ultimate ability. This is not a one-shot by any stretch of imagination. We've been beating our head against this for a little bit. But this is going to make it so that you don't have to keep your Loki or your Emma alive in the Cabal node if they were to be taken out. You don't have to keep your Starbrand alive on that node if he's taken out. It gives you a little bit more flexibility on the other nodes. So Black Knight is going to be getting hit 5 times here, which is going to drop all of his charges away, giving him speed bar and allowing him to reapply his taunt. I'm going to use this for putting an ability block on top of the Mr. Sinister. And then I'm going to be using the ultimate from Iron Patriot to stun the Robbie Reyes, avoiding his retaliation on the charges. After which, I will use Gargantua to rewind as much as possible. This is also War. It's going to kill everybody, dropping the 3 next members in a more favorable position. After which, we're going to take that taunt off of Juggernaut and start working out this Nova. I'm not afraid to use some of the leader abilities here. Now, because he had a vulnerable there, he didn't get the speed bar. He unfortunately did have speed bar gain there, and then the stun comes in. It went to the Iron Patriot, who resisted it, which is going to make this a lot easier to finish up. So I will use the leader ultimate here. I'm going to target the zombie Iron Man, so we give the zombie Iron Man slow. Now we got a lot of our energy back. I want to make sure that I take out the Green Goblin before the Mephisto drops in. I'll spare the stun over here for the Robbie Reyes. And now it's all hands on deck to take out the Green Goblin. So I'll use Gargantua again. Turn me to rewind. Killing lots of people is great. Leader will finish off this Green Goblin now. And now this is where Cosmic Ghost Rider's real benefit comes in. Stun with trauma on top of that Mephisto. That's going to stop him from doing his opening ability. Now we'll get a slow on him as quickly as possible. We'll ability block him. And now he has been taken out as quickly as humanly possible. And this is a terrible example of how this fight can go as perfectly as possible. So let's redo it and you can see what can go wrong. So we're going to go back in with the exact same team. And we're going to do the exact same thing, step by step. So our Black Knight is going to lose all of his charges. It's going to give him speed bar, allowing him to put the ability block on Sinister, reapplying his charges and his taunt. We'll stun the Robbie to avoid his attack. We'll use Gargantua, targeting the Black Cat to make sure she dies. They spawn in a favorable position. I'll use a special to get rid of the dodge that Nova had. We'll use a special targeting the Nova. This is going to give him nice vulnerables. We'll re-up some of those vulnerables. The stun once again was resisted. We'll use the leader ultimate to get our abilities back up. We'll use just the basic from Namor here since they don't have any speed bar to be rewound. Taking out the Green Goblin. We obviously don't want to use the Ghost Rider stun. Let's do a nice little heal up plus ability block. Now we get land the Robbie stun. Now we can do the Gargantua rewind. Unfortunately, it looks like we did lose our stun with the trauma and the Cosmic Ghost Rider. But with abilities left over, we'll be able to take these guys out still. And there you have it. So things can't go bad, but sometimes you can just power through it. Again, gear tier 18, 17, level 100, plus doing whatever your designated Stargate is, I guess, is going to be the biggest determinant in this trial for you. I hope the following guide helped you as much as it could have, but yes, being prepared with your gold and your trading materials and your gear was a much bigger determinant than skill in this particular trial. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for our Old Man Logan guides. I know it didn't have as much fanfare as we've done in the past, but I just didn't feel that this one warranted it. But we did learn a valuable lesson. For future legendary events, we will probably be segregated into our spending categories. The biggest determinant of success will be building those teams that are required with gear, gold, training materials, ISO 8, and T4s. And if we do that, it's probably going to make for a somewhat trivial event, but we're going to be able to get through it and reach whatever the highest ranking our designated star level is going to get us. So that's going to be a decision that we're going to make individually. I'll continue making these videos because they are highly requested, but I just think it's kind of a bummer that now a free-to-play can't make a 6 yellow star owner sweat. I kind of liked how it used to be like that. As far as future events go, we don't know if this is also going to be rewarded with tokens. We'll have more word on that in a few weeks, I'm sure. And as soon as I know, I'll report back to you because who knows? Maybe you're going to have to farm up your Cabal to 7 stars before you can get Old Man Logan to 7 stars. Or you'll have to wait for leaderboard events. Or when will this event go to the permanent stages like the current trial characters and past horseman characters? These are all questions we don't know yet. But I look forward to finding out and reporting back to you as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed these videos. I hope it helped you get a higher score, or maybe beat that final node, or get through that hero skill node if it was giving you a hard time. And if it did, make sure you leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. But for now, stay happy, healthy, have fun. I'll see you guys in the next one. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.